Welcome back to Donkey Kong.
Ridge Razor! Wait, never mind.
Why do you keep doing this? You ruined the intro. Way to go.
Welcome back to Donkey Kong Country 3. We only have one main world left. However, once you beat Razor Ridge, you come back to Bramble's area. That's when the flower finally grows, so we can finally finish this side quest. You have to beat the factory, which is you have to beat Mechanos, which gets rid of the pollution. And then after you've beaten every main world except for the final one, then the flower comes back, and and you get a banana bird for it.
I like how he just randomly had a banana bird in his house. I didn't know how to feed it, so I just kept it in the bed.
That's how most of these bears have them.
Jesus.
They don't they never really explain where the banana birds came from. They're just MacGuffins in this game.
Mystical.
That is the last Brother Bear side quest. There are a couple more banana birds that we can get. I think there's only one more, and that's in this world. Because I don't think there are any banana bird caves in the Lost World.
Speaking of Lost World, I can't see this aesthetic without thinking of DKC2's Lost World. You know, that jungle.
Yeah, I mean, it is based. They are reusing the same assets. To be fair, considering it.
Yeah.
To be fair, since this is basically the first time they flat out reused something from DKC2, it's impressive that they waited until the end of the game to use it.
I'm honestly surprised that they're even using it in a non-Lost World setting, honestly.
Oh, this minigame threw me off a little bit because this last star, I couldn't find it.
It's like...
I know, and I couldn't see it. That was the problem. That's why I rewound it. I'm like, wait. I saw it at the literal last second. I'm just like, ah, shit. Well, if I gotta rewind it back there.
At least you cut that out.
Yeah, no, right? Great cut.
Hell yeah.
They'll never know.
For some
I know. I'll cut it out. No one will ever know.
And then he doesn't cut it out. I'm like, fuck!
That'd be an amazing way to edit. Just show a whole bunch of edits talking about this part that you're talking about, the part of the video you're going to cut out. You don't actually cut the part out, but you have a whole bunch of clips overlaying the part that you're cutting, that you talk about cutting out. So it distracts you from the fact that you don't actually cut anything out.
No, the best part is that you talk about cutting it, and then it lasts the entire video. The entire video is just about you cutting that one part out.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I'm not going to. Also, this is me trying to remember where all the bonus barrels are, because a lot of them are hidden behind the tree leaves, where you can just barely see them. And that's not even a camera trick, too. That's just like them being obscured by the background. Case in point, right there.
I actually couldn't. For a second, I couldn't tell that the vines are actually on a treadmill.
Yeah, this is the running theme that the game actually doesn't fully go into. Is that it's very much a nature versus technology theme. As the closer you get to the final world, it gets more everything gets more mechanical. You can also notice that in all the Kremlings too, because even like the Zubos have like saw blades on their backs instead of just regular spines. And when you were in Mechanos, all of the Kremlings had bazookas and shit.
You almost said Mechanis.
I don't know if it's pronounced
Close enough.
Mechanos or Mechanos, whatever.
Mechanis?
No. If we were going to do a commentary on Xenoblade, we'd have to have like 6 months worth of time to actually sit down and play through those games. I honestly wouldn't mind doing commentary on Xenoblade, but those games are just too fucking long.
honestly,
Welcome to
anyone
part-
other than the...
welcome to-
Oh, go over.
Welcome to part 100 of Xenoblade
I
Chronicles.
mean, that's how long Coca Conroy's original playthrough was.
I think I did mine in 60.
He also went out of his way to
He
do
did.
bonus
He did
shit.
No, yeah, like, he did 120 videos in total to 100% the game. Meanwhile, me,
Yeah.
60 parts to finish the main story is fine. I'm not
I'm
fucking...
just like, yeah,
he
fuck
took
that.
100 parts exactly to beat the main story and then had 20 parts worth of extra stuff. Because there are things in that game that you can't do until you've beaten the game at least once.
His name is Baffle, and he's a master of code.
Yes.
God damn it.
I mean,
Fuck you,
I mean,
then.
it's
I'm
rare.
out of
They
here.
always have some kind of pun.
No, he's the code master. That means he knows cheat codes. You kill him.
I love those guys and their stupid deep ass voices when you kill them. It's so random. Also, this gimmick sucks ass. These stupid ghost barrels. That again, it's another semi-reference to Donkey Kong Country 2, except it's barrels now instead of ropes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it takes the gimmick of, like, instead of it being ropes, you have to just be mindful of where they spawn and pass through accordingly and all that.
It's more of a. It's trying to mimic the barrel blast stages from the first game. Also, sorry, Kitty. I thought he was.
He just rolled and stopped. It came to a complete stop too.
I thought he was gonna keep rolling until he hit a wall. That was on me. But anyway, yeah, these are basically like the instant blast barrels from Donkey Kong Country 1, except instead of having the arrows.
Coward.
Except instead of having the arrows, you just have to wait until it's pointing in the correct direction. Son of a bitch! Past me, just jump over him.
Also, going back to the whole Xenoblade thing,
You know, you could just switch to Kiddy Kong and avoid that whole thing entirely.
he can stop on them, yes.
I could, but at the time I didn't have time to switch because he would have ran right into me when I switched.
Skill issue.
It kind of is. Anyway, you were saying, Logic?
Like, just going back to the Xenoblade thing, if, like, on the big if we ever commentated on Xenoblade, I would highly recommend anything other than the very first one because, like, listen, it should go without saying, I think we all like the first Xenoblade. Like, it has its issues, but for the most part, it is very beloved and for good reason. So it's like,
If I am,
why repeat
I mean,
ourselves?
if I
you
were
know?
to record every game, I would do the definitive edition because one, it just looks better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it's still for a
Yeah.
Wii game, it looks great, but it has aged horribly. Like the graph.
I think it was already
Absolutely.
aged pretty horribly by the
I know
time it came
because
out
it was
too.
extremely late Wii game. But yeah, if we
It's almost like that. It's almost like Reggie wanted us to not have it.
can you imagine a world where
Yeah.
we didn't get Xenoblade and then we don't have an RPG from Nintendo that can semi-rival Final Fantasy?
Yeah, I fucking said it. I don't want to hear it.
Anyway,
let's not forget the big old petition that like a lot of fans were doing to even get Xenoblade over.
not
to
only
OS.
Xenoblade, but we also got
What was it? Vagrant Story or like
Last
no,
Story and
Last Story.
Pandora's Tower, which poor Pandora's Tower, of all three of those, that's the one least talked about.
Yeah.
What? Hey, but at least they actually came out, so it's just like
It
they
did,
got.
but then unfortunately, both.
Oh shit!
You okay?
No, I was just saying, just like
Yeah,
oh god,
yeah,
he
this
gets
part
comboed.
sucks. This, getting to this bonus barrel sucks ass.
Imagine if there was a barrel right next to the bonus barrel.
I mean, it could happen.
It just shoots you back the other way.
Yeah, it's
The
like, yeah,
problem
fuck
is,
you.
it looked okay, yeah, and then this, like, okay, of course, there's the invisible barrel right underneath the damn bees. Also, the thing that's also the other
You're
thing that's annoying is that you can see from the other end when you get to where the bonus barrel is that there's room to climb up there from the other side. Unfortunately, you can't go up that way because there's no way to get up there. Because there's a barrel that shoots you downward if you go that way, so you have to go up the hard way.
Oh, that guy committed suicide.
They all do.
Crazy.
Damn.
Son of a...
Ah! I like how you just cut out. I like how you just cut out as soon as he jumped
Like,
into
yeah,
it. It was
no.
like, you don't
I
need to see
Motherfucker!
What I find kind of funny is that, ironically, the living barrels in this game are more obnoxious to deal with than the TNT Kremlings from the second game. You'd think.
But yeah, what? Gee, it's almost like you could time
Well, it's
it.
not even that. It's the fact that even like
Oh, shit.
getting knocked by them, being knocked around by them, even if it doesn't knock you into a pit, is just obnoxious. I'd rather take the one hit and run than just keep getting smacked into a wall over and over again, like that.
Nah.
Also, I think you're supposed to use that
What
for
was it?
something, but I don't remember what. Also,
Motherfucker!
I just like the instant cuts. You just like you don't even want to see us you don't want us to see you getting fired
Like,
into the beat. It's
yeah,
like,
you,
look,
you know what it is. You all know what's gonna happen.
But that's part that makes it funny.
yeah, that makes it
I know,
funny.
it's
Yeah,
actually,
this
I think,
makes it
I think it's
extra
actually
funny.
funnier that I cut right as I'm about to take damage, because like, well, you know what's coming. Okay, so in order to unlock that, you have to do a figure 8 around those two stones, and the game does tell you how to do this. You get a scrap of paper that you have to give to the brother bear that's in this world, and then, no, you have to get a magnifying glass from another brother bear. Yeah, I messed
Oh, you
up there.
fucked up.
So you give the brother bear in this world the magnifying glass, and he gives you the hint on how to open it. I think it says like it's like 2 makes 8. And it's like, what does that mean? Like, okay, you got to make a figure 8 around.
Ah, everyone's favorite level.
Yep, it's lightning lookout.
So so fun is infinite, as they say.
So the gimmick for this level, lightning. It hurts.
Yep. And it's
Fuck
not
you.
entirely random.
God
like,
says
it-
and God said no.
It does have real life lightning physics, by which I mean if you're in water and the lightning strikes the water, you still take damage. So you have to be careful about that.
Also, I was gonna say, like you can actually see where it's gonna strike because, like, when it does the flash, if you see the lightning in the air, wherever it's at, that's where it's gonna strike. So you can evade it. You just have to be very mindful.
I find it funny that the whole joke is that lightning never strikes twice, but that's exactly how lightning works. Lightning does strike the same spot twice every time. That's the point.
Just don't be in the water, like Sire said. Just
I'm waiting for it to happen.
These-
fuck
these
them
poor
birds.
These poor animals. It's just like, ah.
Oh,
Well, I gotta
no,
rewind
no,
that because
you lost it.
yeah, if you
God
if
said
you lose
no.
that steel barrel, it's gone, and you gotta replay the whole level again. Also, I don't know how I dodged that, or that. There we go.
Wait a minute.
There,
if
I got
this
hit.
If this were Death Battle, that means the Kongs can evade lightning. That means they react faster than light.
God, I fucking hate that, by the way. That makes
Never
no
does.
sense.
Anime logic, cartoon logic for that makes no fucking sense.
That's not even anime logic. That's just
No,
stupid.
that's Death Battle logic, but at the same time, like, if anyone actually takes Death Battle seriously, let me be clear. None of us three take Death Battle
The
seriously.
creators of Death Battle don't take
we
Death
understand
Battle
it is
seriously.
the ones that do are the ones whose franchise loses.
The ones
most of the
that do ruin the
Right.
fun for everyone.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
I thought you-
Kitty. I'm so sorry.
God said no.
This is
Kitty is no, you're like, hey
this
Kitty,
is
go fuck yourself.
legitimately the hardest bonus barrel to get because
I sacrificed Kitty to the thunder gods.
ri-
Oh right, and then you gotta evade lightning too.
thankfully
here,
they
right?
give you plenty
there it
of
is.
time
Yep.
to get a whole bunch of bananas before it actually starts.
Get bananas while avoiding God's wrath.
Raiden is extremely
Yep.
angry at me. I'm sorry I'm bad at Mortal Kombat. Get off me.
I also do appreciate that the
that's-
lightning doesn't track you too hard, where it's just like it has a general idea where you might run to, but it doesn't just like, oh, you're gonna be here if you're going at this speed.
God, I'm just reminded of a skit from the Rift Tracks when they did Jurassic Park, and there was a point when lightning struck and one of them said, "Play me, will you?"
Oh God!
Worth it. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
get
Worth it.
fucked.
I'm sorry.
It was
Get
worth
fucked, Kitty.
Oh.
Ow!
I sacrificed Kitty to the thunder gods.
Ah, son of.
I was about to say, I was gonna say, it was just like, oh, so if you sacrifice Kitty, it's fine. You don't rewind for that. But as soon as Dixie gets hit, fuck
I
that.
rewound. I didn't rewind because I actually got the G. That's.
I know
what
but
you're getting at.
I
don't hate Kitty.
It's like, oh, I can
I
see how
don't
it
hate
is.
Kitty. Okay.
Bitch.
Hey, Kitty, look at me. Bitch.
Fuck you. That works. That one too.
I remember that the video you're quoting, and I should watch it again because it's really freaking good.
Meanwhile, Kitty's like, "This sucks, man."
Yes.
Damn it.
I gotta watch. I really have to watch more Eric Andre. Like I've seen a few episodes when it was on Hulu, but I was
Yeah,
like, fuck.
It was one of
It's
the
so
actual good live action shows on Adult Swim for a while. Also, this level fucking sucks. I hate these Kremlings. They suck. The hitbox for...
It's like, so you know how I'm just gonna, let me just explain it for those not in the know. You know those coin people, those coin enemies we've been defeating for the DK coin? What if that, but they chase you?
Damn it, Luigi, now I gotta throw that into the video after I'm done editing. God damn it.
No, you don't.
Oh, that, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, as you can tell, the gimmick for this is the coin enemies that you are getting the DK coins from are all over this level, and their whole purpose is just to push you into the pit. It's obnoxious.
Yep. They just like push you into the pit, chase you down.
Yep.
You're supposed to use them as platforms of sorts.
Also, again, the
Oh,
forest area.
Or you can just die in a pit, or you can just
Also,
die.
the forest area is being pieces of shit and hiding bonus barrels into the treetops again. But no,
It doesn't help that these, like, when you're trying to stand on top of them, if you're not almost dead center, you will get
yeah,
knocked
if
into
you're
the
touching
abyss
the very,
9 times
very
out of 10.
corner of that shield, it counts as you. I thought I was gonna run out of time there.
You got it.
I
I was gonna say, it's like, don't rewind for
always
the
forget
go.
that 0 is a full second. But anyway, yeah, if you're not standing on the dead center of the trash can lid, you bounce off of that and you just die. You cannot recover from that.
You can't. You have to stand dead center on the trash can,
And then you gotta bang on it.
like a drum.
I remember this.
Banging on a trash can.
I remember watching Vinny's run through of this level, and he fucking hated it. These were like legitimately his least favorite enemies in the entire game, specifically because of this level gimmick, and I completely understand.
It was both this level and the spider boss back in World 2.
Well, the spider boss was his.
He spent an ungodly amount of time
The spider
on the
boss
spider
was his own
boss.
fault because he just was not playing it right. This level is completely justified to be annoyed by because of that.
You're
Yep, there
Yeah,
it is.
that's the shit I'm talking about. If you're just barely not dead center, it counts as you being knocked off. Because DKC3 is programmed extremely well, don't you know?
Kitty Kong
1 year
only run.
turnaround.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. I should get to talking about the little extra things in this game. There is technically a hard mode
Yes.
in this game.
Look, they made it specifically so that you wouldn't get a free. You'd get a free coin.
Yes. Also, the funny thing is, so like I'm doing a 103% run, which is the standard 100% run of the game. Technically, the perfect file percentage is 105%, and in order to get 105%, you have to play through the game again on hard mode and find everything. No, thank you. I'm not replaying this game
I
a
mean,
second
yeah,
time to get hard mode 100%.
But I know, but the only real difference with hard mode it's really not even that big of a deal. It's just that in hard mode, there are no DK barrels inside the level. But to compensate for that, every time you start a level, or if you
game
there's no checkpoints and there's no DK barrels. But to compensate for that, they give you both Kongs at the start of the level.
Also, the last gimmick level of the game. It's just like Logi Labyrinth, except if you remember from DKC 2, when K. Rool shot that purple cloud at you, it reversed your controls. The water is purple, so therefore your controls are reversed. That's the whole gimmick of this world.
Yep, up is down, down is up, right is left, left is right.
That makes jumping out of the water fucking suck. Because you automatically jump to the right when you're trying to jump left because of the way you have to swim up. It's annoying.
But also to compensate for the fact they really don't challenge you too hard with this because they already know you're going to be struggling with the controls.
It's literally the Logi Labyrinth level from the factory world again. It's just underwater instead of low gravity. All the bonuses.
Like this is the only real.
We need a new water level. What do you expect? What do you want us to do? Purple water. Genius.
The funny thing is, this is my last reference to Vinny for this. There's a whole highlight video of him just going like man, I wonder what the Rare devs were thinking of when they came up with this level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
where it's just Vinny doing the freaking
really bad British accent.
Just oh no, wait. I don't think it was just British. It's just he gave him straight up Cockney accents. He's like, "Oi, bro!" Just it is so fucking offensive.
It's the perfect idea. But the playtester said it was a horrible idea. Fuck him! Do it anyway.
Yeah. We gotta watch that after we're done with this part because
I'm not gonna.
I should make you guys watch what Caddy said about the Lara Croft memory curve.
Oh god, I think you've shown me that before,
but
you show me so many Caddy clips that I don't remember all of them.
I don't think Logic remembers that one.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I've only ever really seen his crash stuff, and even then, I can barely remember any of it.
We need to change our memory cards to make them look hot. We can't do it, sir. There's only so much. It needs tits, Jerry.
I can imagine what the Lara Croft on my memory card looks like then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a top half of Lara Croft cut at the waist. It's like the bottom half is just memory card. So it literally it's literally a memory card with breasts.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm just imagining like you know those mouse pads?
Yeah, the anime girl mouse pads.
You know the mouse pads sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm imagining all the time. I'm imagining that, but hard and on a memory card.
The funny part is he actually made a sequel to that joke, and it was funny as hell.
Jesus Christ!
like he actually puts the memory card into the PS1, and then he has a little finger come towards the breeds, and as soon as it touches it, just cuts to him at a conference apologizing.
Jesus Christ!
And then he ends the apology by saying, "In my defense, she was holding a gun at my willy."
God damn.
I'm glad we got on this. I'm glad we went on this tangent because there's really nothing to talk about with this level.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly like what I said. It's like to compensate for the fact that you're probably fighting the controls more than anything. The level design in this reverse controls, it's almost nothing.
It's extremely linear.
You gotta avoid this fish, or you gotta avoid these spikes. That's it.
And then
that's all there is to it.
It's called We Stopped Trying.
It's more that we didn't want to challenge the player too hard because they're gonna be struggling with controls, and we don't want to make it we don't want to break their controls.
It's also funny that the first half of the level you don't have to try because you have Unguard, so it's like, okay. I think that it feels like they purposely made this level twice as long because they're like, oh, we gave you Unguard, but if you keep Unguard for the whole level, it's too easy, so we're just gonna make the level twice as hard, and we're gonna put an Unguard sign to make sure you can't use him.
Twice as hard in quotation marks.
Yeah, just because like we said, it's just there's really not a whole lot to the level design because it's more fighting the controls than anything.
Can you follow the straight line of stars? Congratulations, you
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
We stopped trying. Have a gold star, and it's just you tried.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
thankfully you're right at the... Now this is probably the most annoying DK coin to get because you have to stand on him
Oh, you gotta
and
bounce
then
it off
bounce
the
it off
wall.
the wall just at a specific angle.
You might be able to do it with Kitty.
You can.
Dude.
It's probably a little.
Like if
I think it's slightly easy.
like I would imagine it's easier with Kitty because he throws it more straight ahead.
Yeah, but if
you could probably just stand on him, throw it with Kitty, and then
Yeah,
still
but
hit
if
him.
you, but I think the way it bounces off the wall is if you just throw it straight, it's not gonna hit him, because it's gonna go down the pit behind him. Anyway, here's the
Chaos.
final boss.
Control. Wait, wrong game.
We're gonna fight.
I would say this is probably like the hardest final boss in the trilogy, and
I
that's
love
not
his
really
face.
saying a lot.
I think that.
Yeah.
I love his face.
The deal with his sunglasses
Yeah.
and all.
I still say that DKC2 has the hardest final boss.
God, I just remembered something. I just
What's
remembered
up?
something too.
What's up?
In the cave wolf fight in DK Bonanza, his backpack is literally just is literally
Yes,
literally
it is.
modeled after Chaos.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what. Well, I mean, to be fair, like I think, like once we get to that part in the boss fight, he does
Yeah,
have the propeller thing.
it's
on
also-
his back, like for the
I mean,
second
to be,
half of the boss.
it's that, and also they gave him that as his up B for Smash, which is also a reference to Chaos.
No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't have.
No,
Chaos
but
on it.
the color is Chaos's color. But you're right. In Bonanza, it's his jetpack is literally just Chaos again.
Yeah, or it's more like it's the same jetpack, or like it's the same propeller that he has in Smash that they reference, but it's Chaos colored.
Anyway,
Ignore the crocodile behind
Anyway, I love
the
this.
mirror.
oh no, what have you done? My wife's gonna kill me. I used all her best pots and pans to make him.
I just imagine that like the Simpsons episode where Homer was shooting at the plates with his new gun. See you in hell, dinner
I also
plate.
love, like, this is the one time where Dixie talks back, like, I thought that's what he was. That's literally what you just said he was. Also this.
And it's like, my father gave me this armor. And so it's all like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sure he was an important man. It's like, I hated my father. And oh, in that case, he was a
Also, I
complete
love-
prick. Don't talk about
Also,
my father
for
like
some
that.
reason, they throw in a freaking Scooby-Doo reference. Okay, Rare?
I mean, to be fair,
It's just not your day, is it?
you may have roasted my robot,
Yeah.
but I'm the master chef around
Master
here.
Chef's a good show.
And I reckon it's about your time your goose was cooked, and then Gordon
I'm a
Ramsay
monkey!
comes in saying and says it's fucking raw. No wait, that's
Ramsay.
Hell's Kitchen. Never mind.
Okay, so
No, I was gonna say they I was gonna say I think the scariest part is that he's married.
yeah, this does imply
Yeah.
that K. Rool does have a wife.
And it's terrifying.
Unless that's a localization
It
thing,
might have
but
been.
even then, it's not
But
that big.
even
of a
still,
deal.
it's funny because then that also implies that by DK64 they got divorced.
Or something.
Man, what a fucking loser.
Anyway, so the gimmick for this.
K-Roll has no
so
bitches.
the gimmick for this. Okay, so
No
the
bitches.
gimmick for this is you grab onto the lever and it drops a barrel, and you have to throw the barrel at the backpack.
And yeah,
And
he's got no riches or bitches. That's crazy.
It does get
Also, like,
get a little
it,
harder.
like it's specific. You have to hit him. Yeah, like you have to hit him specifically on the backpack. If you hit him in the front,
yeah,
it
and if you
doesn't
hit
do
the
a damn
propeller
thing.
on the backpack, it doesn't count either. So yeah, the hitbox for him is actually really obnoxious, which makes the second fight, spoiler alert, we fight him again in the Lost World, fucking suck.
Shocking.
Because that's the kind of...
Also for this, oh yeah, like you
Yeah,
like you
that
demonstrated.
happens a lot, because the hitbox is very small. For some reason, the propeller doesn't count as the hitbox, and that's what makes this frustrating.
Yeah, but you have to hit him on here and get him in the lightning. Don't land it yourself.
I was
I'm about
trying to
say.
grab onto. I was trying to grab onto the lever and I missed it. Wrong lever.
Mistakes were
It
made.
was.
Mistakes were made.
Wrong lever.
Losing altitude.
Wrong lever. Why does he even have that lever? Why is that is a legit
Yes.
question. Why does he even have these levers? Why is he giving me the opportunity to beat him up? I know it's a video game, but come on.
And now moving.
Yeah, you do have to
platform.
duck. You do have
Sort
to
of.
crouch there, otherwise you'll run into him because he's just tall enough to hit you. It's not.
even
It's
hard.
of all the K Rool fights, this one is the absolute easiest.
I would say it's harder in terms of like more, not like hard, and the difficulty that I'm talking about isn't necessarily something that's completely quantifiable, but with DKC 2, all it was avoiding his musket shots and what they were able to do. This is a lot more of a varied final boss fight compared to
I mean,
1 or 2.
it's weird because of the original trilogy, this is the only time where K Rool doesn't directly attack you. That's why, I think that's why.
And this right here, you have to time it.
Also,
sort
it's kind of gruesome that you actually see his skeleton when he gets electrocuted. It's a little
Yeah.
dark there, Rare.
Nah.
And again, at that point, I'm
Nah.
just like, screw it. That should have counted. Fuck that. I'm rewinding that shit.
Fuck
You
you too.
kind of time, because I think if you give it enough time, he will recover out of it before the
Yes.
lightning strikes him.
There we go. But he should be dead.
Like this.
Let's see.
Yeah, you only have to hit him
There we
9
go.
times and he's done.
Hey.
I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
His Lost World fight is definitely much
Oh, yeah.
harder. Quote
Absolutely.
unquote harder.
Also, there are 75 bonus coins, which means you have to get the last one in the Lost World. So, also,
You're dreaming about the world's biggest pile of
yeah.
bananas.
So plot twist.
It's like looks at Kitty looks at DK. Daddy? No, we must kill
So
him.
yeah, plot twist. So plot twist. The whole plot started out that Donkey Kong and Diddy were on vacation in the Northern Hemisphere, and they go on vacation for a while.
Nope, not
No, they-
really.
Yeah.
Fuck you all!
No, I like Diddy's just like, I'm sure even crankily impressed. He just comes in. No, I'm not actually.
You wouldn't hit a guy.
You would hit a guy with glasses.
You
would
hit
you?
a guy with glasses. Clever. But yeah, so the whole plot to this was that Donkey and Diddy went on vacation to the Northern Hemisphere and then just never came back. So Dixie's like, what the heck? And that's the whole reason they go into the Northern Hemisphere in the first place, because they don't know where the heck Donkey Kong and Diddy are.
AKA Cranky lied.
Yeah.
So anyway, these
Old bastard.
credits are super long, so you guys want to do your final thoughts?
Meh. You already know my final
Fair
thoughts.
In terms of the entire trilogy, this one is still enjoyable. I really don't get what, like, I'm sure it's mostly just hyperbole, but I don't get the hate for this entry in the series,
I don't
honestly.
either, honestly. I think back in the day, even, people were just like, okay. It's more the fact that, oh, nice, this came out. And then, like, a month later, N64 came out. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate.
It's
And they
more
even
Let me put it this way: it's the most forgettable entry. How about that?
I'll agree.
Yeah,
to
pretty
that.
much. Like, because even they were aware that the N64 was gonna, like, take away from the attention to this game, considering, you know, the N64 Easter egg in the save rooms.
Yeah.
I'm an
Yeah,
asshole.
and then Nintendo releases Fire Emblem Thracia 776 for Super Nintendo when the N64's been out for 2.5 years. But that's
We never did get that Fire Emblem N64 game.
technically
Yeah, at the
technically we
same
did.
time, we
Technically,
got
we did, because the N64 Fire Emblem basically just became Path of Radiance.
I was
Doesn't
gonna.
count.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like as long as we got a 3D Fire Emblem, quote unquote, for the first 3D Fire Emblem, even if it plays just like all the others, Path of Radiance,
That's a good
still
game.
good.
Holds up really well.
It really does. But yeah, I like this game. I don't think.
Oh my God, Shadow!
Nah, bristles. I like this game. It is definitely like if I were to rank these in order, I'd say best to worst is 2, 3, 1. Honestly, not that I dislike 1, but
23 is number 1.
fair enough.
Sorry, go ahead.
I
Wait
only
a
say that
minute.
because in terms of gameplay, DKC 1 is probably the hardest one to go back to, and that's not saying that it's bad. It's just that you can tell how old it is just by playing the first 2 levels.
Minky. Monkey.
So I wouldn't.
No,
so I
Minky.
wouldn't. Like, I understand why people think this is the weakest of the trilogy. I completely respect that. It's not perfect. It does have issues like the hit detection problems, and it has cool ideas that didn't really go anywhere because there's lots of levels that have one gimmick that never come back. But then Donkey Kong 64 came out, and that had the same problem.
Booty burger.
So I can't really
And then there's this
Yeah.
asshole.
Carbine.
I exist.
So I can't really fault
Yeah.
DKC 3 for having the same kind of issues that people would complain about in DK64.
Oh yeah, he's really attacking, all right.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say too. Like another way of seeing like what I think about this game. I feel like this game is to the trilogy what Crash 3 was to the Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
I thought people liked Warped, actually.
No, what I mean is in terms of like gameplay and like the variety that this game has.
Oh, okay.
Because with Crash 3, because I obviously like I streamed that and when I was getting that off of my backlog and all that, and like when I was playing that, I was thinking this just reminds me a lot of DKC 3, you know.
Luigi.
And
Oh, hold on. Let me. Luigi, you haven't had much to say. I don't want you to just not be in this conversation. What?
No, I'm
I
good.
mean, well, just in overall, what are your overall opinions on DKC 3?
It's too easy. Kitty Kong, I could do without, and I'm just done with life.
I will agree with you on that. That it's probably. I will agree that it is the easiest of the 3. Not by too much. Like, I still say it's about as hard as Donkey Kong Country 2. It's just certain levels are as hard as DKC 2.
Bleak is MVP.
Bleak is
Yeah.
probably the most fun.
Yeah,
boss. Bleak
yeah.
is probably the most fun boss fight in the game.
But on a more serious note, I'm just, I don't. It's one of the few games I don't really have
Fair.
much to say.
Again, it does kind of hurt.
Why won't this
It
fucking
does,
thing work?
it does kind of hurt the fact that Rare knew that Nintendo was working on the N64 when they made this. So it's one of those things of like,
no, he's trying to get his photo
yeah,
taken.
Baron Carol.
It's like perfect.
I think that is the best twist in the game. Is just like this is when Rare's just like, fuck it. K. Rool just is insane and he'll just do whatever. What the fuck? He's a mad scientist now. Fuck it. He can be whatever he wants now.
Yeah. It's like how some Kami Johnny put it on his trilogy video.
Hey, it's the
just
best
like,
animal friend.
it's like, so what's like? No, it's not. Oh, Perry is not. Oh, I was gonna say. It's like how some Kami Johnny put it on his review of it. It was just like, does K. Rool have some kind of a split personality going on, or what?
No, because by 64, he's just kind of done with everything and just wants to blow the whole island up.
Brothers Bear. Oh yeah, but going back to what I was saying earlier, with
That
Crash
one guy's
3
name
is-
is Barnacle. His name is Barnacle. I fear for his life.
Oh god, Blunder.
Yeah. So these bears are actually related to each other. That's why they're putting them in this order.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Anyway,
but
sorry
like,
to interrupt you, Logic.
No, I was just gonna say, because like when I was playing Crash 3 for the first time, pretty much, like I was playing it and I just kept thinking, this just reminds me so much of DKC 3 in terms of the variety that it has. Like, not even just like in the worlds, but just like the gameplay aspect of them.
Yeah.
Because
You
obviously,
tell this was made by Rare because every single fucking bear looks
I
exactly
mean,
the
to
same.
be a little fair to to be a little fair to this game, this is a nice look into what Rare would become in the next couple of years, because this is the start of their wanting to make this is the start of their collectathon designs of like, okay, the world is more open, so instead of going from point A to point B, now you have like, yes, you have to do this worlds all at the same time, but there are points where like, okay, you don't have to go to Mechanos first. You can go to the snow you can go to K3 first if you want. You will have to do them all eventually, but you don't have to do them in a specific order. And I think that was the beginning of Rare's trying to figure out what they wanted to do with Donkey Kong 64.
Fuck you, Crank. Fuck you, Dixie.
Say goodbye to Kitty, because because we still have one more part, because it's the Lost World segment, but after this game we never see him again.
yep.
And then Kitty died.
Again, I want to say that they just retconned it and they changed Kitty into Chunky Kong for Donkey Kong 64.
And now here's Dixie going like, look what I can do that you
Fuck you,
can't.
Kitty!
Holy shit!
Also, I will repeat, there is the fact that Chunky is confirmed to be Kitty's
Yes.
older brother.
But at the
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
He's
poor
dead.
Chunky.
DK.
Chunky.
Chunky
Dead. Poor
dead.
Chunky.
The funniest thing about that is just how out of left field it is. So it's like, and then there's Chunky. He's dead. It just stops.
It is.
It just stops.
It is. Okay, so yeah, so the music. So David Wise did do a few tracks in this game, but most of it was done by Evelyn Fisher. And I think
Yeah, it's kind of like they swapped lead roles,
at the-
kind of. Because, like, Wise, I think they were kind of equal in the first game. I think Wise was more, took over in the second game than Evelyn took
I
over.
think the reason why Evelyn was more upfront with this game is that they contracted Wise to do the music for Diddy Kong Racing and Donkey Kong 64, or Diddy Kong Racing specifically, because Grant Kirkhope did the music for DK64.
I remember you saying, "Oh, this game would be a design for them going in the future." I'm like, bankrupt?
Damn.
Sadly,
I'm
kind
like,
of.
no, I'm not even joking. Most of the people that made this game are not at Rare anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
Microsoft did buy Rare as soon as they finished. I think Banjo-Tooie was the last game they made before they got.
No, it was Star
Oh,
Fox.
was it Star Fox Adventure?
It was Star
Okay.
Fox Adventures.
Yeah. I think it was. I think
Yeah,
that was
probably.
the case, yes.
Silicon Graphics computers.
Yeah. It gets. But yeah, so this would normally be the ending, but I do still have to do the Lost World, and we're gonna do the whole. And I'll do the. I did record the Lost World in one part because most of the stages in the
Cranky gonna come on stage and be like, "You ain't done yet, bitch! Get out there!"
88%. You better get
Yeah.
the fuck out there
Yeah,
again.
I know. And you can see that that's my practice file of originally up there. I kicked the shit out of my old time because my practice run, it took me about 5 hours, so I beat it in half the time. Fuck yes.
You better get your ass back out there.
So yeah, that's the end.
No,
It's like Herbert when he's part of the when he's talking to Peter Schmidt. Sorry, you better get your ass in that closet, Peter Schmidt.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so tired of you.
So yeah.
God.
God damn it. So yeah. So yeah, that's the ending to the main game. We've got one more part, and it's the entire Lost World. It's gonna be a long one, but I couldn't really find a good way to split the Lost World into more than one part. So
It's pretty much, let's just say, it's the post game
yeah.
because
And unfortunately, post game for DKC 3 is slightly bigger than it was in 2, but we'll get to that when we get to the next
Oh,
part.
absolutely. It's much bigger than it was in
but we'll get
Yes.
into that in the next part. So join us next time when we finally finish Donkey Kong Country 3.
Man, I can't wait to see K. Rool in his submarine. Oh, wait.
You still should have done this in hard mode.